Did you know that the SEC commissioners rarely meet as a group, maybe once or twice a month? And when they do, it's not real conversation. You can blame the Sunshine Act today on Zippy Point.
Quick Zips by Zippy Point.
Quick and dirty. I'm Brock Romanak, and I'm a big fan of yous. So enacted in 1976, the Government in Sunshine Act, known as the Sunshine Act, is one of a number of Freedom of Information Acts, FOIA, intended to create greater transparency in government. And the Sunshine Act provides that every portion of every meeting of an agency shall be open to public observation, complete with an advance notice requirement. Notice must be provided at least 1 week in advance of a public meeting. There are 10 exemptions from this requirement that any meeting of a federal agency must be held in public observation, but these exemptions can only be relied upon if specific procedural requirements are followed. A meeting is defined by the Sunshine Act as the deliberations of at least the number of individual agency members required to take action on behalf of the agency where such deliberations determine or result in the joint conduct or disposition of official agency business. Why did I say all that? Sorry. What I mean by that in practical terms is that it's a meeting under the Sunshine Act if a majority of the SEC's commissioners are together in a group. So this is why most votes by the commissioners on a proposed rule or on a final rule are taken at an open commission meeting. The Sunshine Act dictates it. However, the commission can propose or adopt a rule with a majority vote without an open commission meeting if it takes action by seriatim. I have a separate Vid-Guide explaining that process, a link to which is below. But basically, an order is walked around the hallway and one commissioner at a time will sign it. If they agree with the order, will sign it. And then once a majority of commissioners sign it, that action is officially approved. On the other hand, the commissioners need to vote on enforcement actions too at various stages of those proceedings. And those votes are held behind closed doors in what is known as a closed commission meeting. These meetings are held in private based on one of the 10 exemptions in the Sunshine Act. The one related to investigatory records where the information would harm the proceedings. You can't do that out in the sunshine, in the open, when you're deciding whether to proceed in an enforcement action before it's publicly known. In other words, the SEC needs to meet in private to decide whether to move forward with an enforcement proceeding that is not publicly known. They don't want to spill the beans while they're trying to deliberate, trying to decide whether to bring that action. So crazy, but other than that, the commissioners don't act as a group. There are no strategy sessions. There's no brainstorming. If two commissioners happen to be in an elevator together and the elevator stops at a floor where a third commissioner is about to get on, that third commissioner will go ahead and wait for the next elevator. 3 commissioners in an elevator constitutes a meeting. If they all talk, if they're all silent, I guess it wouldn't be a meeting. So you can't have the majority of the commissioners in a room, at a party, at a meal. Crazy, but true. This all really illustrates how much power the SEC chair has. The SEC chair dictates the agenda for the commission. See my separate Vid-Guide about what a SEC commissioner's job is like, including the SEC chairs, a link to which is below. That the SEC's rulemakings are primarily framed by the chair's office, or more likely at the division level with some input from the chair's office, perhaps some input from the Office of General Counsel, some of whom may be influenced by ideas, by the desires of persons outside of the SEC. Maybe it's the White House, maybe it's certain members of Congress, lobbyists, you name it. But of course, some of the ideas for rulemaking do come from inside the building. Every SEC chair, every division director comes into their job with their own wish list, which unfortunately typically gets derailed by current events, including implementing rules that Congress has dictated that the SEC adopt. That's just the way life works. Let me know what you think.